You're listening to Question Reality with Priscilla Leona, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Question Reality. I'm Priscilla Leona, producer and host of the show, and we are coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, and we've been providing our audience with entertainment career advice for 11 years in May, on May 4th, actually, so it's 10 years and maybe a month. And this show is for you if you are questioning your woo, that one's a little loud, but I like that. Albert, of course, is on the sound a little bit down. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Everybody knows I have to have the porn voice sound, so there you go. There it is. Okay, so this show is for you if you are questioning your career reality by currently pursuing a career in the entertainment industry. And our guest on the show will help you by providing tips, advice, and resource information on how and what it takes to successfully pursue a career in the entertainment industry. And all of our guests have been selected because they're at different stages of their careers. And we will definitely have someone on the show who will be able to help you with your show business questions. Our guests on the show include Emmy winners, Grammy winners, Tony Award winners, AIRDATE winners, which we have one today, and casting directors, talent managers, screenwriters, actors, singers, models, musicians, reality TV stars, you name it. We even bring on an entertainment attorney at the end of the year because hopefully your career will get to that level where you need one. So that should be a goal. Plug it in. If you missed any of our shows or need information about a specific entertainment career, please go to our archive page on the LA Talk Radio website and search for our show title, Question Reality, or search by my name, Priscilla Leona, and you can listen or download any interview 24 hours a day. Now, all of the Question Reality shows are available for free on iTunes, Google Play Store, and Stitcher.com under the podcast section. And while you're there, please make sure that you download our free mobile app. Again, you can get it, what's it called? The Apple Store? App Store, the App Store and Google Play. Yes, we're there. And listen to all of our shows and check out all of the other fantastic shows that are on LA Talk Radio. We have a ton. And finally, if you want to be a guest or refer someone to be on the show to promote themselves, their products, help our listeners with sage career advice, we are currently booking for 2019. And you can do that by going to our official website, which is questionrealityradioshow.com, not latalkradio.com. That's where we air the show. Questionrealityradioshow.com has a list of all the guests that are going to be on our show for the entire year. And you just click contact and you can submit to be a guest on our show. Now, today it's very exciting. Oh, my goodness. Guess why? That gorgeous, hot, sexy blonde is back on the show today. Ooh. Harriet Greenspan. Now, oh, my God. Holy shit. What are you doing, you crazy maniac? Oh, my God. He's lost his mind. Oh, my God. All right, so I asked for a special effect for Harriet, but I think that was too much. We're going to axe that one. Okay, so Harriet Greenspan, as you know, was on our show with Mary Lou Belli in October of last year. And she is an AIRDATE winner for casting, and she's also the author of Auditionology. I love that word. It sounds very sexual. I like it. Auditionology, a guide for young actors. Harriet casts projects for all the major cable youth networks, including Nickelodeon, the Disney Channel, the Hub, the Cartoon Networks, and some of Harriet's credits include Night Squad, Mean Girls 2, True Jackson VP, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, Unfabulous, and live-action Scooby-Doo movies. Oh, my God. Woo! And you can check out all of Harriet's credits, a ton, on imdb.com. And let let me tell you that what we're going to be doing today. Now, wait, first of all, let's tell you about her book, because this book is so important, the auditionology, for parents and child actors, because what it does is it helps demystify the casting process. Use a couple shots of wild turkey whiskey. I didn't know this was going to happen. Demystify the casting process for young actors and their parents, guiding them on their journey to book roles in television, movies, and the theater. And Harriet has brought a couple mothers on the show today whose children are working professionally in the entertainment industry, and they are actually going to help to do exactly that, what is written in Harriet's book. Demystify the casting process for young actors and their parents. Okay, so lots and lots of good stuff on the show today. And we're going to this is going to be a little different from the 10 years and 1 month that I've been doing the show, because we are going to have Harriet, who is actually my co-host today. We're going to let her pretty much run the show today. So those of you who say, oh my God, what a break from that squeaky little East Coast voice. Yes, now you're going to have Harriet's sexy, deep voice. So she is going to be introducing the mothers, and then she's going to also be asking all the questions. Now, I wrote a couple questions though that I want to know, so I'll get in there if I can a little later. But let me have Albert. I need you to move and swap with Lori, because Lori is one of the guests today, and Harriet will introduce you. Oh my gosh, we didn't even start the Facebook Live process. It's very informal on this show. So, hi everyone, we're going to start my Facebook Live. That's Facebook Live for the radio station, and this is because my show fans have a fit when I don't do it. So, okay, we got some moving processes going on. We are now going to start the Facebook Live. Holy moly macaroni. And I'm going to do a re-entry really quick. Start live video. Is that what we're doing? Okay, hey everybody, we are here today, Question Reality Radio Show, and I forgot to turn you on. I forgot to do my live intro. So basically today we have Harriet Greenspan on the show. Harriet Greenspan, let me put this here. I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so we got Harriet Greenspan. Oh my gosh, we already got people waving. Hey, Susie, Aaron Cohen. Oh my gosh, let me wave to you real quick, girl. All right, let me tag here. See, this is why I can't conduct a show, because I got things popping up on my Facebook Live. Okay, so it looks like we can just get Lori. Oh, actually, Naja, you got Harriet. Maybe if you guys got closer together. Lori, why don't you come in and try to see if you guys can, I mean, you can't pretty much, but let me know when you're all in this little viewer here.
I'm good.
Are you guys all in there? How's it look?
Nope.
Sorry about that. We had another technical difficulty. This is what happens with live activity. How are you? Are you all in?
Yes.
Yeah. You good?
We're getting there.
And then Albert, scoot that over
Thank you
for
so much.
Harriet so she doesn't have. Okay, how's that? You all in there?
I think no, but it's okay.
All right. Well, what we'll do is I'll slow it a bit. Okay. So you're already, oh my gosh, I wonder if that took away from this one though, because you're all set up on these two. All right. Well, we're just going to have to make it work. All right. Hopefully you're in there. Albert, Tsuyoshi, can you go into the main office and see if they're on Facebook Live for the radio station? All right, so we got a lot of informal activity going on here, but that makes it real. No fake news going on here today. All right. So, again, let me real quick tell you that today we have to the left this gorgeous blonde here. That's Harriet Greenspan. Next to her is Harriet.
Next to me is Naja Chavis.
Make sure you're talking into the mic.
Yes, Naja
Okay.
Chavis, who has an amazingly talented son named Lonnie. And next to me is Lori
Chiquino.
I know. I had a problem. I'm like,
I
how
know.
am I going to pronounce? I can't
Chiquino.
pronounce Italian
Well, I
names.
just asked her before we
chick.
went on, and
I know. Oh my gosh. And
has a talented daughter named Cree,
Cree.
who is yes. So I have an amazing guest cast here that is the parents of some really talented young adults, not adults, kids. Actually.
kids.
Yes.
And the reason that they are
Little
on the
like
show
adults,
today,
yeah.
just because some of you guys missed the earlier intro, they are on the show. Harriet Greenspan wrote a book called Auditionography. Auditionology. Thank you. And it's a guide for young actors, and it helps demystify the casting process for young actors and their parents. And she brought the parents on the show today to demystify from her book. She's going to have them answer questions, and they're going to actually demystify the casting process for young actors and parents and guide them on their journey for roles in television and movies and theater. So Harriet is actually the co-host, and she's going to be taking over, honey. So she's going to be asking the mothers. Real quick, I want to get this out there so you can go to their website. Lori's son, Lonnie.
No, Lori's,
Naja's son.
Wait a minute.
Naja's
Naja's son, Lonnie, is
Chavis.
LonnieChavis.com.
Chavis.
LonnieChavis.com.
And
Go
this
to
is
his
us.
website. And Cree's son, sorry,
daughter.
Cree, no, holy shit. See, don't drink
Cree's
wild
daughter
turkey.
is
No,
uh,
Cree does not have a daughter.
Lori's daughter is Cree. You've got to stop this.
Lori, your daughter's Cree. What is her website?
She does not have a website, but all her social media is under Cree Chiquino.
CICCHINO.
CCHINO.
And is she on IMDb? Both of their credits
Yes,
can be
they
found.
are.
So it's
Correct.
probably
They are.
better if you go on IMDb for Lori. Okay, take it over, Harriet Greenspan, and make
Okay.
this show entertaining
I am
and fun.
going to do that right now. So I just want to say a few words before we start.
Okay.
Being a casting director and an acting coach, I'm in contact with parents and young actors starting out, or parents of actors that are looking for direction and have been doing it for a while. Some are lost, need advice, but the biggest issues I constantly am asked is advice on what to do now, whether it's agent and manager questions, audition questions, or we've been doing this for a long time. What do we do next? How can I make this happen faster? There's no guidebook, no handbook, as there is to life, and there's as to how to bring your actor to the next level. There's no specific timetable when the actor should have made it or will book, no crystal ball. It's part of life. And like any career, patience is the key.
Right.
But it's quite a different type of career when you're an actor. And when you're a parent of a child or anybody under 18, they are a very precious part of your life, and you're much more invested in their
Absolutely.
life. And it's an adult career, so how best can you handle it? Everyone's journey is different. It's a process. We all have a different story to tell. So today we have two amazing parents that are going through that journey and have a story to tell that I believe will answer questions that will help demystify the process. Maybe give some advice at the end, because we are all here today to educate, enlighten, encourage, and inform. So let's start with Naja. Okay, and my question to you, Naja, and I'm going to ask Lori the same question. How did you get here? In other words, briefly tell us how your child booked, what the journey was that brought you to LA, if you moved here, if you lived here. How did they book? Was it immediate? Was it overnight? Was it a process? Let's start with Naja.
Okay, so first, we live in the outskirts of LA, so we didn't have to move here. We basically got into it very slowly, started, found an agent, and from there, just audition after audition after audition. Lonnie started when he was 6 years old. He didn't book his first TV appearance till about 8 years old. So obviously that's a long gap, a window of, just...
And how did you deal with that gap? Were you patient?
You have to be patient because, in the beginning, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's out there. You don't know what's for your kid. You don't know what's not for your kid. So for me, the patience was easy because it was a learning process. I wanted to learn more before things kind of like, came at me really fast. So it was a slow. I got to go in slow, and I got to ask questions. I got to see and understand things, and kind of like know what to expect, know what to do, know how to handle things, and
Right.
it
And
ushered
then-
us into
So what happened
booking a huge
between
role.
8 and when he booked, what was his first job?
So his first job was an appearance on Bella and the Bulldogs. That was
Okay,
a
that was a
Nickelodeon
show,
Yes.
right?
And it was a very small appearance, but that kind of set the tone for him as a child to say, is this what I want to do or not?
Right,
Because
and
he
he
got
got
the taste of it to see, oh, this is what it really is. Because he only had booked really small things, student films, a commercial, print modeling
Okay.
jobs.
Mhm.
So once he booked that, he knew like, wow, I can do this. This is what I want to do. This is what I've been working towards.
Good.
So
The
we
most
continued the
important thing is
process.
He wanted to continue doing.
Absolutely.
Very important. Okay.
So we continued the process, and then he finally booked something. But needless to say, you might feel
Discouraged.
weary.
And
You
get a
might get
little
discouraged. Yes,
Exactly.
that definitely is a part of the process, and it
Right.
happened.
Mhm.
More so for me than it did for my child. I don't think there was discouragement ever for Lonnie, but it was discouragement for me. I have younger children. We're running back and forth to LA.
4 children, and she's married.
So, there's a readjustment phase. So maybe I'm not at home making lunch anymore. We're sitting in traffic now.
But now tell me when he booked how long it took for him to book the big stuff. That
It was
changed
2
his
years.
life. Okay.
It was 2 years. 6. He started at 6. He booked at 8.
Okay.
So his biggest role yet today was This Is Us on NBC.
So tell us a little
Third
bit what
season.
happened. He booked it. He was a reoccurring role,
Mm-hmm.
and then he did a pilot. Tell us a little bit about that.
Excuse me one sec. You have to come closer
I'm so
because I'm
sorry.
getting a message that you're not being heard. Okay, go ahead.
My family always complains that I'm being heard too much.
Oh my goodness.
So that was like he booked a TV show as a guest star reoccurring, which means that they could bring him back or they could not. So there's that excitement like, oh, what if they bring him back? Okay, so is this going to be a one-time thing? Is this going to be like okay, we don't know. So it's just the excitement. You go, you're excited, you're kind of like filling out the role like, oh, I think they could bring him back.
Right.
And then they did. They brought him back. And then they brought him back again. And at the same time, he's still auditioning. So throughout this audition process, he gets to go back like a third time to the show. And of course, it hasn't aired yet. And then he books a pilot for another TV show.
So one day he had nothing. The next day he had
Feast or famine.
exactly very important. Yeah.
So it was
What
like,
do you do?
yeah, that's how it feels, actually. You're like, whoa. But I don't know. What do we do? But then you have agents, you have managers, you have people
That you
who have been
trust.
helping that you trust, right? Help you make these type of choices, and you see what's right for your kid. And then it's like, well, this is a guest star reoccurring role. So if we take this TV show, right now it's just a pilot. They may not bring him back. You have to make those type of decisions. So it gets to a point where you get so many things, you can't accept everything. So then you have to decide what's important, what's not important. What does your child want to do? What's important to
Exactly.
them? What do
Yeah.
they want to do? Is it fun? Is it because is he going to take the role that he thinks is fun? Is he going to take the role that he thinks is the bigger career move? Like all these choices you have to make. And as a parent, I just made sure my son was at every meeting, every sit down, every choice, every decision was his. So we sat at a table with his agent and manager, and it's like, Lonnie, what do you want to do? What
So
do
what
you
did he
think?
end up doing? Let's just jump
So he
ahead a
ended
little
up
bit.
doing, he booked the pilot, so he's shooting the pilot, and then he's still coming back as a reoccurring
on This Is Us.
guest star on This Is Us.
Which is a huge show.
I know.
And then the pilot became a series.
At the end of filming out the rest of the season of This Is Us as a guest star reoccurring, we got word that the pilot for this other show on Showtime got picked up. So now there is, is he going to go back to This Is Us? Because now this TV show on Showtime, it was White Famous,
Right.
got picked up. And now he has to do that.
So he actually ended up doing both.
He got to do both.
Yeah.
And then White Famous
Canceled.
after the first season.
He got to continue to do
and
This
now
Is Us.
what is he doing? He is
That's very
a
fortunate.
series regular.
It is. He's a series regular on This Is Us.
Yeah.
which is an amazing show. Won a whole bunch of awards, and he has movies that he's going to be shooting in the next few months.
He's actually won awards with the show.
Wow.
So that also
great.
is like a
Which is
mind
wonderful.
blowing experience.
Now we're
Amazing.
going to
Very
go
amazing.
over to Lori.
We
Thank you.
actually are. Let's continue with Naja,
okay.
and then in 5 minutes we're gonna
Be
take a
serenaded?
break. But yeah, we're gonna be Thank you. I love that. We are gonna be serenaded by Albert Baiko and a visiting guitar player from Japan, jazz guitar player called Tsuyoshi Ichikawa, and they are going to play a very famous song called I'll Be Seeing You. And oh no, do not do that damn sitar. Oh, Albert has bought a guitar, a very expensive guitar, and now I can't get my Botox injections. And now he wants to play this damn guitar, plays the sitar sound and a banjo sound and every god awful sound known to man, except the one I like, which is piano and violin. And he is going to play, don't you dare play sitar. So anyway, they'll be playing that from 5:30 to 5:35. So we're going to continue on. Let me ask you, since you wanted to go to her, let me ask you some questions that I wanted to find out. Okay, so with Actors Access, LA Casting being all of the websites that normally you subscribe to as an aspiring actor, child actor, as well as an adult. Is that how most of the casting is being done for children as it is for adults?
I think that would be a better question for Harriet.
Harriet,
Yes.
do you know the answer to that?
It's I think that you mean when we
Well,
get-
I'm
It's
hearing
always
that
questions, so-
children, there are lots of parts for children on, there's increasing parts for roles on LA Casting, Actors Access, and they're
breakdown
yeah,
services.
breakdown
Well,
services, yeah.
Basically, breakdown services, LA Casting,
So is that what
it's-
you
it's
recommend
to
parents to
agents.
put their children on
yeah,
is the question?
Well, yeah, Actors Access, every actor has
That's one.
a profile
Right.
on Actors Access. And what Actors Access does is a lot of people that don't have agents usually submit themselves from Actors Access, but part of Actors Access is breakdown services. So the agents go through breakdown services, and LA Casting is separate. It's
Right.
a similar kind of thing.
So what's
breakdown.
great about that I want to add is that they are really increasing what's called echo casting, right? Is it eco
Eco-casting.
casting?
So-
And you can be anywhere in the world to submit your
Yes.
demo reel, which is great.
Has Lonnie self-taped at all?
Yes,
Okay.
before. Mhm.
Okay, so what's happening in the self-tape world basically is that this business is very oversaturated. And in the course of a day, you just can't see everybody. And so what's happened is a lot of people are